Thank you, for you know what your death will mean. Your death will serve a greater purpose. I promise. Let's get rid of the body.
Tasha, why am I here? I'm not even a stupid special agent, remember?
No, you aren't an agent. It helps me to keep an eye on you.
Tasha, I am not a baby. I don't need you to watch me.
Quit acting like one, and I won't treat you like one. Now quiet. I have a crime scene to canvas. Riley, what's the details?
Well, by the looks of things, it looks like the victim's body was placed here post-mortem.
Yeah, here's the blood trail to show the drag marks of the body placement. They start weirdly, like it's half marks here, and then the actual marks are here.
The victim appears to have no personal items left behind either. No wallet, ID, phone, nothing. Tossed like a nobody.
Whoever did this to him did a damn good job of leaving no trail either. There's no fingerprints on the body, no footprint trail, no open wound blood splatter, no nothing. Not even a suggested murder weapon. It's a clean scene.
Actually, it's like it's almost too clean. If you take a closer look, you can see that it looks like the victim's blood splatter from the dragon was attempted to be wiped away, almost like someone was trying to clean it up. If they attempted to wipe the victim's blood traces clean, you most surely conclude they definitely cleaned up any messes they might have made.
Who's the nerdy guy?
Shut it. So, Greg, that means if we canvass the area again, we might find something.
Don't bother, Captain Black. I already done a second sweep.
Ah, yes, Mrs. Jones. Team, this is Stacy Jones. She's head of the FIB Forensic Department. She's the lead forensic pathologist. Christy, Quentin, and Riley, you should all be familiar with her. And Miss Jones, you should be familiar with them. So I want to introduce you to Mr. Greg Jones and Mario Hernandez. They just got transferred to the Los Santos Department a few months ago. We do have another new member, Jade Thomas. She's back at the office gathering some intel.
Wait, Jade Thomas? As in the criminal hacker Jade Thomas?
Yes, believe it or not, she's actually a really great agent.
Quite a team you have there, Tasha.
Tell me about it. Oh, and this is my sister Taylor. I'm sure you remember her because this isn't her first ride along.
Yeah, I definitely remember her. How could I forget? I mean, she is your sister after all. Now, what I did find is that the victim died of a knife wound to the chest that looks like it's been placed right through the heart. The coagulated blood from the wound would suggest that the victim died hours ago and was placed here around 3 to 4 a.m. So the theory of the body being placed there post-mortem is correct. There were also lacerations around the victim's wrist, which suggests that the victim was tied up at some point during the kill. I won't know anymore until the body is placed in the lab for the autopsy.
Thank you, Miss Jones.
No problem. I'll catch you guys around, okay? And Taylor, was it?
Yeah, it's Taylor. Taylor Black, actually.
Okay, Miss Black. Nice to see you again. Hopefully you will come out to the scenes more. Tasha, I'll be in the lab examining the body for more information.
Okay, guys, if what Stacy was saying is true and the body was placed here, we need to figure out why and what happened. I mean, look at this scene. It's in a very populated area. The scene has been scrubbed clean to leave behind no trace of whoever did this. And look how the body was placed. It was sitting upright and not laid flat. Doesn't that seem odd?
For once, I agree with Christy. This whole thing seems odd. And did anyone notice that the victim lacked torture marks? She said he had laceration marks on his wrist, like been tied up. But what is the point of tying someone up for a period of time if you don't torture them? It just killed them outright.
I agree. That is strange. Maybe we can get Jade onto this right away.
Ugh, I'm so glad you called. I was getting bored here. And by the way, Tim, the weird guy that stands by the coffee machine all day smells really bad, and I think we ought to...
Jade, now isn't the time. Right now, we need you on this case.
Oh, okay, what do you need me to look into?
Stacy was saying the body was dragged around here maybe 3 or 4 in the morning. So look into missing persons reports during that time or a little bit before to see if we can ID this guy faster.
check to see if you can pull any footage off any cameras around this area, and check the traffic cameras as well from around that hour.
Also, cross-check the demographic of this area and see if any of them are gang-affiliated areas, because I noticed before they carried the body away, the victim had a marking on his body that looked vaguely familiar to an affiliation symbol I remember seeing somewhere.
On it. I'll be back with some intel faster than you can rub butter from a duck.
Okay, that girl needs help seriously.
My sisters and brothers, it is almost time. Almost time for all of us to serve the ultimate purpose. A new day is upon us very soon.
Christy, we need to talk. You know we work good together, then it would be better if we were to talk about what's going on with us.
Oh, so now you want to talk.
Yes, I want us to work better as a team. There's no other team in the Bureau like this one, and I want us to be as good as possible. We can't do that if there's always hostility between us.
Fine. You want to talk? Then let's talk, Mario. Let's talk about how you just got up and left. I came home from work and you were just gone.
Christy, it wasn't like that.
You were what? Please tell me the very good reason why I came home to all of your stuff being gone a week before our wedding. I mean, I've heard of cold feet, but damn, if you didn't want to get married, you could have just told me that.
I didn't get cold feet. Like I said, it wasn't.
No, the worst part is that I defended you to my family all the time. I always told them you weren't like that, and then you just left like it was nothing. Like I was nothing. Do you know how hurtful and humiliating it was to tell my family they were right? That I didn't mean shit to you?
Damn, it wasn't even like that. I loved you, okay? You meant everything to me, and that's why I left.
What? That doesn't make any...
Christy, you didn't need me. You loved me, but you didn't need me. You didn't even have time for me. You didn't need me to pay for you. You had your own money. You didn't need me to boost up your confidence. You were already skyrocketed. Hell, you didn't even need me to protect you. You could do it yourself. You were a goddamn SWAT member team turned FIB agent. You didn't need me for anything. Do you know how it feels to have a person, your person, for life, not to need you for any purpose in their life? I feel practically useless to you. Like a shiny ass diamond. Just there to show off for good looks. It didn't help that your job came first and then it was me. I was always the second priority to you. That's why I left, because I loved you so much. I was willing to be a nobody in your life, to be your somebody in mine. Then I realized down the line how unhappy we would have been down the line because of that.
So you decided to leave instead of talking to me about it. Good to know that the reason you left right before our wedding was because you loved me too much to marry me. Good talk, Mario. And you're wrong. I did need you. I needed you to be all in like I was. But thanks for clarifying that I was crazy to think you were.
Tasha, I was able to pull footage off the ATM camera across the street where the body was dumped off at, and I got nothing. 1 second there was no body, and the next the body was on the ground.
Whoever laid the body must have made sure to get into the camera's blind spot.
Yeah, whoever did this, I'm sure this isn't their first rodeo. I also checked missing person reports, and there was absolutely nothing there either. No reports made around the time of day or before.
Did you cross-check the demographic area?
Yes, Mr. Nancy Drew, I did. And yeah, the area is very gang affiliated. There's like a gang turf on every street.
There was a similar display on his left arm in the form of the letters A and Z, but written in the Greek alphabet. Check to see if that symbol relates to any of those gang areas.
Okay, I will. In the meantime, Tasha, Los Santos County Police just got another body the exact same MO as the first victim. Populated area, no ID, wallet, laceration on the wrist, etc.
This means the first victim wasn't a one-off. This is becoming a serial case. Jade, I want you and Riley to stay here and find any intel that connects these two victims.
What?
Yes, you heard me. You two work together. I will grab Christy and Mario to come down to the scene with me. Quentin and Greg, you both go over whatever Stacy found in that lab of hers.
Wait, what did you do with Taylor?
She seemed so fascinated with Stacy's job. I mean, it's all she talked about on the way back over here. And I sent her down there to the lab with Miss Jones. Hopefully, she'll learn a thing or two, and more importantly, stay out of trouble.
Now, why are you acting like that? I said I'm sorry.
Sorry is not good enough right now. Your sister still doesn't know about us. I don't want to keep feeling like we're sneaking around. She's kind of like my boss, you know.
Look, baby, I will tell her, okay? Tasha just had a lot on her plate with this new team and everything that now is not the right time.
Well, when is it a good time? I mean, we're getting married in 4 months and your sister still doesn't know we're dating. I would like to have your family at the wedding, you know? You have to tell her soon.
I will, just not right now. It's too much going on, and besides, the less she knows about me at the moment, the better. She'd kill me if she found out what I was really into behind her back right now. Look, I'll see you back home later.
Are you ready to bring our plan to life just like we talked about?
Yes, I'm ready.
Diamond, remember, lead them directly to me. With me in their care, they won't see our plan coming.
Greg, look at the lacerations on his wrist. Do you see what I see? Yes, no defensive markings. It means he didn't even try to fight back or free himself from being tied up. Now, who gets tied up and set up to be killed and doesn't even attempt to fight back to save their own life? Unless that was the point. What if this wasn't a murder? What if our victim wanted to die? Like a ritual of some sort? Not a ritual, but as a sacrifice. For what? I'm not sure. We need Jade.
Fired! Shots fired! Shots fired, what's the location? 41st Street, shots fired!
Okay, Jay. Look, it's been a couple of weeks, and I think we need to get off on the right foot right now. I'm not apologizing for doing my job back then. You were a criminal, and my job was and is to catch criminals. So I'm not sorry for it. I just want us to move on with no hostility between us.
It's okay, Riley. I forgive you a long time ago. However, the issue is that you don't see me as an FBI agent. You still kind of have your views of me as a criminal, and that kind of sucks because I think I've been doing damn good work here.
You have. We would have not gotten through the last couple of cases without you. And you're right. My views have remained the same. I will work on that, okay? But in the meantime, let's get this case done. Because I have a feeling this will not be an easy one this time.
Yeah, no kidding. I just cross-checked the area with the gang symbol Greg told me he saw, and look at this.
Oh my God.
Jay, we just gotta look at the victim's body. There are a lack of defensive wounds, which means either our victims were simply too weak to fight back, or
he knew he had to die as part of a sacrifice.
Yeah, no kidding about the sacrifice part. I searched that symbol you gave me to look up on the area, and it came back being affiliated with a gang called the Aztecas.
Aztecas? I heard of them, but...
But what? Spit it out, boy genius.
The Aztecas aren't a gang. They're a cult. See, they use the Greek alphabet symbols of A and Z to clarify the fact that in the Greek language, the letter A means alpha and the letter Z means zeta, which means spark, like a spark of light.
Okay. And what does that mean? And how exactly does it tie into this?
It means that the Aztecas view themselves as being the alpha group over every person or group, and that they feel as though they are the spark of light the world needs. The Aztecas normally would set an example of how the world needs them as that spark, but they don't normally set that example by murder of 1 or 2 people. They normally would need a group of people who are willing to give their life for some greater reward.
Boy Wonder isn't lying. When I pulled up the image of their work, there's tons of people who died in the name of Aztecas. They were very popular in the early 2000s. Judging from our first two victims, they both wore the A and C symbols, and they most likely died sacrificing themselves.
If what Greg is saying is true, then we should be expecting more bodies to drop.
Get Tasha on the line. She has to know what we are dealing with right now.
Tasha, you have to know what we are dealing with. We found a ton of information. It looks like we are dealing with murders, but sacrifices.
Oh, how right you are about that.
In the name of the Aztecas, we must all carry the goal and give ourselves up for the greater good. If we do not, we are all doomed for eternity.
Ma'am, listen to me, okay? This is not necessary. Whatever it is, we can talk through it.
Does this woman look like she's in the mood for talking? Let's shoot this crazy bitch. She has a bomb, for Christ's sake.
If we shoot her, then her hand presses that button and we're all screwed.
Mario's right. We can't act now.
If she presses that button with us just standing here, we all still die. I'd rather go out fighting.
The Aztecas have shown me the light, and soon they will show you all too. We must give ourselves up for a better tomorrow. Wait, this doesn't make any sense. I thought the Aztecas were making their statement by murdering their own with knife wounds to the chest. Why does she have a bomb attached to her? This completely changes the MO.
Unless it doesn't. What if the murders were only a distraction, like eye candy? What if the bigger goal is what she has attached to her? A bomb.
It would make sense, because as you said, they normally would kill in larger groups to make the point of their message.
Yeah, but something still isn't right. The area is too small to relay that message. Her bomb isn't going to go off. It's a dud.
Jade and the others are watching. Greg thinks her bomb isn't real.
What? Why do all this if it wasn't a real bomb?
To get our attention.
More so to make a statement, just in case Greg might even be slightly wrong. If she even seems like she's gonna press that button, we shoot.
In the name of the Aztecas, I hereby release all of you of your pain and suffering. Tomorrow will be a better...
Now!
Unlike our last two victims, this one has identification. The ID in her wallet says her name is Diamond Winters.
She does have the same lacerations as the last two victims on her wrist.
So they are all willing to die or be murdered to sacrifice themselves? For what reason?
I have no clue. Jade, run the name Diamond Winters through the database.
Running her name. Data's pulling. And oh, I got a hit. Diamond Winters, 18. Was reported missing exactly 7 months ago by her mother. Diamond was last seen in a gas station 3 months ago with a man whom the clerk claimed to be her boyfriend. The clerk said they were even dressed alike, like most couples do now. Police chalked the case up to be another teenage runaway love story, and case was closed.
The clerk said that she and the guy were dressed alike, which is not uncommon for couples, but it's not uncommon for court members either. It's a sign of unity. This be one of a kind thing. I can almost guarantee that the guy with her wasn't her boyfriend, who was probably in the court with her, or the leader itself. Jade, see if you can...
Already on it, boy wonder. I'm running facial recognition from the gas station cameras, and boy, did he certainly know how to stay away from the cameras. But it looks like, aha! Got him from the glass reflection in the mirror across from the camera.
Nice work, Jade.
As always. Anyway, our guy we are looking for is Christopher Stoops, 22, and oh my. Looks like Stoops had a court case against 2 police officers who were charged with police brutality that killed his brother Devin Stoops and left Christopher severely injured. The jury found the officers not guilty and the case was dismissed. Chris went off the grid after that.
Jeez, if my brother died like that and his murders got away with it, I'd want to make a statement piece by murder too.
Jade, do you have a location for him now?
Yes, I'm sending you his last known whereabouts right now.
FIB, Christopher Stoops, you are under arrest for murder and conspiracy to commit murder. You have the right to remain silent.
Hello, officers. I've been expecting you for some time now.
We know who you are. We know you aren't alone. Just tell us why and how we can stop whatever it is that is causing you to want to cause harm.
I know not what you mean, Detective. I have not done anything.
Listen, man, if you cooperate, we can get you a reduced sentence. We just need to know.
How can I provide you with information I do not have? I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, Diamond kept saying something that stuck with me. She said, we must all give ourselves up for a better tomorrow. Not only was she willing to sacrifice herself for this belief, but she wanted to get the attention of other people as well, that they needed to be sacrificed too. That's why she wore the bomb.
But the bomb was a fake.
What if that was the point? What if she was pointing to the fact that in order for all of us to make it so sacrifice for the greater good, that means that everybody has to die to do that? And how do you kill thousands, even millions of people at once?
With a bomb! That means a real bomb is planted somewhere. The Aztecas want to blow up the city.
Now, if I were going to plant a bomb, I would do it in the most populated areas. Where is that in Los Santos?
The subway!
Chris, we know about the plan with the Aztecas. We know about the bomb. Just tell us where it is.
What bomb, Detective? How would I know anything about a bomb? I've been alone for the past few months.
Man, don't play with me right now. There are thousands, possibly millions of lives on the line right now. Where is the bomb, Chris?
I don't know what you're talking about, Detective.
Guys, there are 4 main subway stations in Los Santos. We don't have time to waste to search them.
Looks like Christopher's partners decided to show up.
I've got them on my back too.
play games, Chris.
Tell me where it is.
But isn't life in this world full of games, Detective? Isn't that why we are all here? To figure out the missing puzzle pieces?
Where is it, you son of a bitch?
Where's what, Detective? I know not. What you speaking of?
Where's the goddamn bomb, Chris?
I've searched this whole place and I don't have anything here, guys.
Me either.
I couldn't make it to mine.
I found it. Smart pieces of shit put it behind a vending machine.
Okay, Quinn, I will walk you through deactivating it. You have to listen because all of our lives will remind you.
I mean, no pressure, right?
Listen, once you get to the wires, tug on a green one. It will stop the bomb cold because it's the detonator wire.
Greg, there are about 5 green cords. Which one do I cut?
Q, listen to me. We ran this simulation all the time back in SWAT, but there are 5 green cords. To deactivate would be the one closest to the yellow wiring.
Make sure not to pull that yellow one because that is the trip wire.
Greg, you are so not helping right now, bro.
Q, listen to me. Find that wire and pull it. I believe in you. You can do it.
I got it.
Looks like we didn't need your information. We stopped the bomb ourselves. It's over, Chris. You're going to jail. For life.
Is it over, Detective? Your team concluded that there must have been a bomb, but if such a person was going to blow up an entire city, why just use one bomb? Why not use multiple?